Hi everybody, it's Rhiannon and it's Tuesday here at Witches of the Moon. I am recording this outside. There is a storm coming and I thought it would be nice to sit out for a few minutes. There's a little bit of rain happening. Not a lot, obviously, because my camera's out, but this week's topic is on spirit animals. And I wanted to do a quick video on how it was that I came to discover what my spirit animal was, and maybe that will help you guys. I think that Eva did a great job on her video, and she went into a lot of detail, so I don't want to bore you guys with a lot of the same stuff. What happened with me was I have always dreamt that I was flying in my dreams. Like a lot of the times, if it's one of those dreams where you know it's a little bit different, and I don't know if you guys have this, but I have certain dreams that I know are just dreams, and then there are certain dreams where you know you really need to pay attention. In those dreams, a lot of the times I am flying. I don't walk, I glide, and it's just a very peaceful, light feeling. And I remember going to a psychic fair, and I sat with this lady, and she did a drawing of what she saw as my spirit animal, and I had no idea at the time what a spirit animal was. It was just something really cool I thought would be nice to get done. And she explained to me that it was an animal that is a part of your spiritual path that guided you, and each different totem meant something different, and that once she gave me my totem, I could do research and see what it was. And she drew me like a little caricature of me, and then behind me she drew butterfly wings. And that made a lot of sense because I'd always been drawn to butterflies. I always liked butterfly decor. I had always enjoyed, drawing them. That was one of the first things I tried to draw. I can't draw for crap, but I would always draw those in my notebooks. It made complete and perfect sense. And when I started to do a little bit of research about the butterfly, it's thundering. Do you hear that? When I started to do a little bit of research about the butterfly, what its meaning is fit me, and to this day it still fits me. Off and on throughout the years, other totem animals have kind of come through to teach me something, but nothing has stuck like the butterfly has. Currently, I am on a path where I work with giraffes, and doing, I kept seeing them. I kept feeling a very deep kinship with them. We have a zoo, and at this zoo there's a big platform where the giraffes will come right up to you, and you can feed them. And there was something different about that, and then the way I felt looking at them as opposed to any other time that I looked at them. And when I started to do research about what was currently going on in my life, it made sense as to why that was all of a sudden calling to me. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like when you're pulled to a certain animal, do some research on the animal and see what's going on in your life, and see what it is that you can use to learn from those animals, and to use that animal power to kind of benefit you in your spiritual path. I know I've had otters, not so much now. I still love them and think they're adorable, but not so much now. But those are the main three that I've really worked with. And, I say this a lot in my videos, but it holds true. Like once you kind of find something that you feel is going to help you on your path, or you're pulled to something, research it, because you're not pulled to something for no reason. Your body and your mind and your spirit, it knows. And if you're pulled to a certain animal, you might want to research it. Now, this is not the same, as Eva said, it's not the same as a familiar. A familiar is somebody is an animal that I've always, in my experience, it's always been something. I've never had a familiar, but it's always been something that you own, that works closely with you. I mean, I've had several people who say that their familiar is always in the room with them when they do a spell, and it feels like that animal is sitting there with them, doing it with them. And that's a completely different thing. That is, you know, your cat, your dog, your bird, whatever, helping you with your spell. That's not a dog as a whole. That's not to say that you could borrow my dog and get the same feeling. It's completely different. You know, animal totems and familiars are completely different. And one of the books that I would recommend before I close this up is there's a book called Animal Speak, and there's also a book called Animal Wise. And both of those books are very good, and my husband actually bought Animal Wise, and they talk about, it's not just necessarily totems, but signs. Like if you see ladybugs, or you see flies, or you see these things out of the ordinary, that they are omens and symbols for things, and they give you the history of the animal. And it's really been helpful. He's really enjoyed that book. So those are the two books that I would recommend getting. I think that I need to go inside. It is starting to rain a little harder, and I don't want my phone to get ruined. So until next week, I hope you guys have a great week, and blessed be.